From the Airco AC Heating and Plumbing Studio,
this is News Talk 820, WBAP.
All right, the absolute worst gift that you can give this Christmas. I'm Chris Merrill, News Talk 820 WBAP. Pets are a popular gift, but shelter owners are telling people, maybe not. Maybe don't buy somebody a dog or a cat this holiday. Pet surrenders are near an all-time high, and shelters nationwide are overcrowded. Jackie Ducci is the founder of the Human Animal Alliance, and joining me now. Jackie, it breaks my heart when I think of these animals that end up at kill shelters, and they have to be euthanized, and they are perfectly good animals. They're joyous animals that just want to be companions. They're full of love and care, and then we just don't have room, and so we end up euthanizing them. And honest to God, Jackie, nothing makes me cry faster than the thought of an innocent animal losing their life for no good reason. Just hurts
I'm with you.
Yeah.
I'm with you. Yeah, it's tough, and we're seeing it happen at levels now that we haven't in a really long time. So it's very sad.
Is this because Bob Barker died and nobody's having their pet population spayed or neutered? I mean, I'm only half joking here. Do we have a real crisis going on with getting the animals fixed?
I mean, I think that's certainly part of it. Anything we can do to kind of stop the cycle is good. But what's really interesting now is that we're seeing this uptick in actually owner-surrendered animals. So they're not just strays or overbreeding and things like that. I mean, it's literally people giving their animals away, and that's overburdening the shelter system. So it's crazy.
It is so bad. I'm reading some of the headlines here. Animal intakes of both public and private shelters across the country expected to reach a 3-year high this year. Almost half of shelters surveyed reporting an increase in euthanized dogs. Only 10% reported a decrease. 1 in 6 dog owners surrendering a pet last year, according to veterinarians.org. 1 in 6. 1 in 6. That blows my mind, Jackie.
Those are the ones that admit to it. I think it could be higher. But, yeah, I mean, I think the terrible economy is partially to blame for this. I think there are just a lot of people going through really tough times financially, and animals are expensive. They can also have unexpected things that happen, emergency medical bills, things like that. And so it's just really difficult right now. So I think that's a huge thing. And also housing issues. This is something that surprised me, but apparently the number one reason that people surrender animals is because things happen, like they move and the breed of dog that they have is not allowed in the new place. And there's a lot of that kind of stuff going on too. So it's a huge problem.
So then what they do, they just take the animal and they surrender it to one of the shelters?
Well, I mean, it sounds like very flip when you put it that way. I think, yeah, I mean, some people just, again, it's like if they're in an affordable housing situation, for example, like they just don't have another choice. So I think there's certainly people out there that shouldn't have animals, but I think there are also lots right now that really do love them and they want to do what they can, but they're just going through a time where that's impossible.
Jackie Ducci is the founder of the Human Animal Alliance. So, Jackie, I mean, what can we do? Obviously, I always try to run the math in my head, Jackie. And so, look, don't give an animal away for a gift for the holiday, especially if the person you're giving it to doesn't have the extra $5,000 a year to take care of that animal, which is kind of the new estimate for the cost.
Yes.
So, I mean, you're saddling somebody with a burden when you do that. But that animal has already been born, right? So what happens to that animal if you don't give that animal away? If you don't find a place for that animal to be adopted? I mean, I feel like this is a cycle that doesn't end unless we reduce the pet population.
I agree with you totally. I mean, that's a huge part of it. But another thing that I always recommend to people if they're thinking about it is, what about a foster animal? You know, when you take in a foster, you're kind of saving 2 lives because you're ensuring that that dog's not getting euthanized, but then also you're opening up a spot in a shelter for another animal. And it also gives you an opportunity to sort of try before you commit long term, you know, see what kind of animal works in your home. Because a lot of this is people not getting clear on the front end about what they can take on long term. Because if they were making better decisions about that, there wouldn't be so many owner surrenders, you know. And there are people out there, frankly, that should consider cats instead of dogs because they're just lower maintenance. They don't cost as much. So just thinking through all these things, I think, can really it can help a lot with the overall problem.
All right, Jackie Ducci, founder of the Human Animal Alliance, and Jackie, I haven't talked about it on the air because I haven't been able to hold my composure. I just lost one here last month. Yeah, and
I'm so sorry.
it's been really hard, actually, Jackie, and so I'm so glad I had a chance to talk with you about this because I just hate the thought of these animals being lost. So don't give away animals if you can't afford it. If they can't afford it, let's not repeat this cycle, right?
Mm-hmm.
Very
Absolutely.
good. Yeah.
Yep.
All right, Jackie. Thank you so much, and
Thank
have
you.
wonderful Christmas holiday, whatever you're celebrating. Please have a good.